Physical media man, physical media man, physical media man. What'd you buy? Was it something good?
What's up, guys? Physical Media Man back here again for another Physical Media Man Monday video. A little different video, another wrestling related video going over my wrestling music collection. Pretty sure this is all I have. These are all CDs. I've gotten quite a few of these somewhat recently in the last couple of years, but I'm going to SummerSlam this upcoming weekend in Minneapolis, Minnesota, with my cousin and his two good buddies, who I've hung out with a few times, and they're great. So really looking forward to going with them to Minneapolis and going to both Saturday and Sunday SummerSlam, as well as WrestleCon and WWE TakeOver. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We might listen to some of these on the way there, but wanted to show these off. Before I get started, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, leave feedback, do all that good stuff down below. I'll leave the links to my Instagram page, my Physical Media Man Store Instagram page, my Facebook page for the Physical Media Man / Physical Media Man Store, my Facebook page for non-media related items, the Hodgepodge Garage, my email, my eBay, my Twitter, and my Letterboxd account. So I have them somewhat in order in a way, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. First up is one I've somewhat recently gotten, and I haven't really listened to this one, but it usually goes for $20 or so, maybe a little bit more, and I got a good deal on it. So we got the wrestling album. So this is, I guess, technically WWF The Music Volume 1. I think the highlight, I would say, would be Real American, Hulk Hogan's theme. So yeah. Here we got WWF The Music Volume 2. There's also another... this is released, I think it was this one, kind of with red, same track listing, but red artwork. I mean, you got all the good ones on here: Undertaker, Stone Cold, Ahmed Johnson, Mark Miro, and Sable, Bret Hart, Vader, Mankind, Dude Love, Farouk, Rocky Maivia, Psycho Sid, Ken Shamrock, Flash Funk, Sonny, and Shawn Michaels. And we got Volume 3. Also, shout out to Lewis Switcher and the Lewis Switcher Show. I know he gave me a couple of these that I did not have. I think he gave me this one. At one point, I definitely just had the disc, I think. So I didn't have the case. But this one's great. This one has some stuff that is not on the anthology. So you got Undertaker again, Edge, X-Pac, Dude Love, Kane, The Rock, Gangrel, and The Brood, which is a great theme. This is the only way I think you can get it in a physical form anyway. Ken Shamrock, Oddities, which is like ICP, DX, Sable, New Age Outlaws, and that's the only way to get that one as well that I'm aware of. Val Venus, Stone Cold, and it's the Shattered Glass and everything. So Volume 4. These were the ones I really listened to a lot when I was really into it. You got Chris Jericho, The Big Show, The Corporation, Mark Henry, Test, Mankind, Stone Cold, D'Lo Brown, Christian, Mr. Ass, Undertaker, Triple H in China, Edge, and The Rock. And then I really remember having this one. This is definitely my childhood copy. We got WWF The Music Volume 5. You got The Game, Triple H, performed by Motorhead. That's the one most people know. K Quick, Taz, Lita, Kane, Eddie Guerrero, The One, Billy Gunn, Raven, China, Kurt Angle, Rikishi, Chris Benoit, Too Cool, and The Rock, Pie, with guest vocalist Slick Rick. This one I somewhat recently got. This is Volume 6. It also was supposed to come with a 2-disc special or disc package, features never before released entrance themes, but that did not come with this. I got this at Half Price Books. But you got Evolution, performed by Motorhead, Carlito, Theodore Long, Christian, the Raw Diva Search theme, Chavo Guerrero, Undertaker, Remix, Eugene, Victoria, Shelton Benjamin, Billy Kidman, the SmackDown theme performed by Drowning Pool, Gail Kim, JBL, and John Cena. Which I haven't really listened to this one either. And this is another one I've somewhat recently got. We got Voices, WWE The Music Volume 9. Of course, the one most people would want from this one would be Randy Orton Voices, which he still uses. Also has Kane, Kelly, R-Truth, Great Khali, Jack Swagger, SmackDown theme, Umaga, and DiBiase Rhodes Manu. So, and then I also remember, this is my childhood copy, listening to this one a lot. This is the anthology, so it's got so much of the good music that Jim Johnston produced. And I think this was the first, like, Brock Lesnar's theme is on here. 619 Rey Mysterio's on here. Eye the Hurricane's theme. Billy and Chuck's themes on here. Here Comes the Money, Shane O'Mac, one of my favorites. And there's just some other neat stuff that's not on other. This is where you should definitely start if you don't have any WWF music, WWE music, and you're a fan. I definitely start there. But all of these are really good. This one was also in my childhood collection, which some of the best ones on here are. I would say Undertaker's theme, which is Rollin' by Limp Bizkit. Rob Zombie with Edge's theme. Marilyn Manson, The Beautiful People, the SmackDown theme. And then Raw's theme is also on here. So got WWF Forcible Entry. Next up, looks like I only paid 50 cents. This is a somewhat recent release. WWE Reckless Intent. Another Randy Orton theme. Bautista, Coach, Big Show, Tori Wilson, Carlito. 3-6 Mafia. Mark Henry's theme is on here. That's probably the best one on here. You got Somebody's Gonna Get It. Booyaka 619, the Rey Mysterio one's on here, so pretty good album. I think this one was a Lewis Switcher donation. You got Full Metal WWF, the album. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he gave me this one. You got some WWF Superstars and Slam Jam. You got Diesel, King Mabel, 123 Kid, Goldust, Smoking Guns, Psycho Sid, Razor Ramon, Bret the Hitman Hart, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Double J, Jeff Jarrett, with My Baby Tonight. So yeah. And then this one I got in the last couple years. Had to wear the Wolfpack shirt for this video. The best one on this one for sure is Kevin Nash and the Wolfpack theme. So yeah, WCW Mayhem, the music, some real good stuff on here besides that, but that's the main one. Not sure. It's got Goldberg's theme on here. I'm not sure if that's the one most people think of, but yeah, lots of stuff on this one. I also got John Cena, You Can't See Me, somewhat recently got this one too, which of course has his The Time Is Now theme. Actually not too bad of an album. This is when he was really into the rapping part of his character. And then lastly, I have not watched this documentary yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Didn't know it had this album until I saw it pop up on eBay and picked it up. So we got Bret the Hitman Hart, Wrestling with Shadows. I'll have to listen to it after I watch the watch the documentary sometime. Yeah, that is my wrestling collection, music collection. Some really good stuff. Really fun collecting for it. I'm missing a few things. I know ECW has a couple CDs that I could pick up. I think there's a TNA one even. There might be another WCW one. I think there's a World of Wrestling album I could get. And a few others. If there's anything you know that I'm missing, please let me know. I'm having a lot of fun adding these to the collection, and wrestling such a big, or music and wrestling, their entrance themes is such a big part of their characters, especially during the Jim Johnston days when he was making all the music. It's still popular now, but there were some great ones that he made. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. I'm so looking forward to SummerSlam. If you're going, let me know. It's going to be a really fun weekend, and I can't wait. So, yeah, that's all I got. This is the Physical Media Man signing off. Physical Media will never die. Physical Media Man. Physical Media Man. Physical Media Man. Yeah!